I'm Dr. Pacik, Peter Pacik, and I wanted to introduce my co-author, Joni Cole, and the two of us wrote the book, When Sex Seems Impossible. The question really often is, why the book?
Right.
There was a period of time that I just felt that these stories needed to be told.
Right.
I have all my files downstairs in the filing cabinets, and I didn't want these stories to get buried. I felt that the stories of vaginismus would create the fabric for the book. And then it was my goal to weave in and out the medical aspects of vaginismus. The book is written for both the patient and for professionals who would be able to do the Botox.
Right. What I really love about it too is it does take you very much behind the scenes so that we are feeling the experiences these women have had prior to seeking treatment, through the years of frustration perhaps if they haven't been able to find treatment, and then when they finally do find the solution they're looking for. And it's fascinating to have that perspective and to go through this journey with them. I feel a very powerful, meaningful read.
These are stories that need to be told. This is a condition that needs to be understood. The same way that we are willing to speak about and understand erectile dysfunction, it's about the same percentage as erectile dysfunction, and the veil of secrecy needs to be removed from the condition of vaginismus.
Yeah, it was striking in helping to create this, how important it is for patients to be very proactive in seeking the help they need, given that the medical community either has misdiagnosed them or left vaginismus undiagnosed. They often had to seek their own cures, and I was such an admirer of how so many of the women in here did that. I'm a real fan of these women.
It is as common as erectile dysfunction. It is worldwide, it's cross-cultural, and yet physicians are not trained in vaginismus. Healthcare professionals know very little about vaginismus. And the patients themselves, they create a wall of silence around them. And this wall needs to be broken down.
Well, and I think the most hopeful thing that certainly I learned was that there is a cure, even for women who suffer from the highest levels of vaginismus. And while there are alternative and traditional treatments that may work for some women, for a lot of them, they really were struggling to find something that could help them so that they could simply have sex and to have intimacy with those people that they loved.
I spoke to a patient just a few nights ago who is planning to come down for treatment. And this particular patient had not discussed this with her mother. So I suggested that they each buy a book, because by the end of the book, Mom will understand completely what her daughter has been going through. Because that is every patient. The overriding feeling of the lack of ability to function as a female is the story of every patient that has vaginismus. We have two patients downstairs right now in the surgery center as we speak, and very early on I opened up the curtains so that the patients could say hello to each other. And it is, for me, one of the very exciting things about treating the patients, where we're actually opening up the curtains, we're allowing the patients to communicate with each other, breaking down this wall of silence. And then the men are talking to each other, and all of a sudden we're just opening up this whole area for conversation that before this was shrouded in secrecy.
Right. Yeah, I would hope that all the women that read this book and all the patients really come out of the read feeling like they have a real understanding of what vaginismus is, that there is a community out there, a community of women just like them. They can help each other. And I think not feeling alone is one of the first steps in the journey towards overcoming this condition. If anything is a rallying cry, it is, I think, the women who help contribute to When Sex Seems Impossible.
So the best thing is, if you are interested in the subject, to pick up the book. My office, anyone on staff is very knowledgeable about this condition, They are all easy to speak to. We understand what the problems are. And if you have any questions about vaginismus, or if you think you have vaginismus, I would say just give us a call, and we'll try to help you in every way that we can.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Joni.
Thank you.